Hey there everyone, Aaron Spalsbury here at 3xLOGIC. Today we're going to be walking through what server alarms are, what they do, and ultimately how you can configure these to your liking. Now, if you have your client installed up and running and your server alarms are turned on, you may very well have the same looking screen that I have here. And in fact, I've got mine configured not only to pop up the alarm screen, but at the same time also bring in my live viewing there in the background. You can see that here under the server alarms. Now, on the server alarm page, this is everything that is generating an alarm inside the system. If I wanted to preview any of those images, I can come over here and actually double click on this preview image, which will download the preview image for me. I can open it and then of course see what actually generated that particular alarm from this particular camera. Now inside of here, you do also have the option of acknowledging these as well. Like for instance, if I had gone in here and I looked at this video, I saw this and I said, hey, it's all good. I'm going to hit acknowledge on it. And now that red bar will now turn yellow. If I wanted to acknowledge all of them, I can click the acknowledge all, just simply showing that I've gone in and have already looked at that particular alarm. Any one of these, you can actually come in here and clear those alarms off. You can clear them all, or even if you wanted to, you can come in here, jump straight to live, jump straight to playback, or even add notes into this particular alarm. If I said, hey, I wanted to know what type of alarm this was, or I wanted to say, hey, I looked at this one or investigated it, it's already been done. You can add all of that right here from that screen. And you'll notice I just got another one that popped up right there while I was talking. Now, to some people, they love this. In a lot of cases, we'll take this and drag it over to another monitor or just simply move it out of the way or even minimize it. But I don't like these popping up on the screen all the time unless I'm actively looking for something. So I can actually turn all of this functionality off here. Now what I'm going to do is close this and I'm going to jump back into the settings here at the top. In fact, you can leave it open or close it. As soon as I closed it, I had one pop up here. In fact, there's a bunch of them popping up in here, but I'm going to go ahead and go into the settings of the client. Now, the one we're after here is going to be alarms. You'll see I've got a few things already checked here. Automatically display inbound alarms from server, and of course I've also got my alarm priority, minimum being 10. You can set this to whatever value you want, and this is usually set up when the alarm is created in terms of what priority level each alarm has. I honestly am going to turn that off just so these stop popping up here in the background. The audio notification, you can do a couple of really neat things in here. You can have it do a system beep, which is nothing more than just firing the piezo or the speakers that you have on your system, or you can even have it play a WAV file in here. And of course you can search through your computer, go find this particular WAV file, or even your favorite song, whatever it may be. Definitely a good use case for this is having an alarm at the front door that plays either a door chime, that's something that's not a typical chime or a sound that you don't like, but actually say a welcome message. Hey, thanks for shopping here today, or whatever the case may be. You also can turn on auto acknowledge. That's going to go through that auto acknowledge process or that acknowledge process we just looked at, but it does it automatically for you after a certain amount of time. Automatically display alarms in live view. That's going to do exactly what we saw there a moment ago. When it has an alarm on that camera, it's going to bring that camera up in live so that you're immediately drawn to it and you can obviously pay attention to it and see what was causing that alarm. You do have to have the client up and running to make that happen, but it is a nice way of being able to see it. If you have multiple alarms from multiple cameras, it's going to bring up multiple screens and just simply make them fit on the screen. You know, if you have one, it's going to show up in that full screen view. Two, you're going to have them on top of each other or left to right. Four is going to bring up a four, so on and so forth. And it'll continue to do that all the way through. Maximum alarm search records, this is defaulted at 5,000. If you want more, you can turn it up. If you want less, obviously you can scroll through however many alarms your system has generated. Automatically download preview image. That image that I clicked there off to the left to bring up that still image, I had to click on it to get it to download. If I didn't want to do that, I could obviously turn this on and it'll automatically download that for me every time an alarm is generated. If you have a sitemap running, you can actually have it pop up on the screen as well. You can display this on our site mapping, which is really kind of a nice feature. You can even cycle through multiple sitemaps that contain alarms and it'll sit on it for however long you want it to be. Obviously, that's the dwell time here. Display server operational errors. If you did want to have this on here, like for instance, it says wasn't able to download that particular image for whatever reason, perhaps a network error or a connection issue, you can even have that show up there on the screen. Now don't forget to hit OK on all of this so that you can save all of these settings. But guys, that's all there is to the alarm screen and offers a lot of functionality inside the VIGIL client software. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.